Aries. My lovely Aries. We're going to take a look at your love life for the 3rd week of April. We're going to look at you and your partner's energies, the current situation going on. We're going to look at what needs to be addressed, okay, what might be delaying it, or that needs to be released, the outcome, and any advice. Alright, now we are in Jupiter retrograde, okay, so what that means, and that's from April 10th to August 11th, right, so that's reflection, growth, happiness, success, alright, if you're balanced and everything's going well. Otherwise, it's jealousy, it's obsession, it's destructive behavior. So let's just take a look and see how things are looking. And there will be an extended version available, and in that we will look at the continued energies. We'll clarify everything, and we will look at how Jupiter retrograde is affecting this, and we'll look at messages from your partner, blockages, whose blockages there's going to be, because we'll look at some blockages here, but whose blockages are those, and any timelines that come out, okay? I also offer private readings, you guys, so that information is down below, as well as the extended offers, the extended reading. So take a look at that information below. I do offer crystal healing products, so if you're interested in any of that or any of the products or services, you can go to my website, myearthlyenergies.com. You can buy any of the products on Etsy, or you can just check out the info below, and that will tell you where you're at, okay? Okay. I'm going to clarify and get you some advice from your angels from my love deck here, the Whispers of Love. And this is the Tarot of Dreams deck. So I've got the Tarot of Dreams and the Whispers of Love. And then in the extended, I will use my chakra deck. See who's blockages, what's being blocked, and all that good stuff. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at your energy and your partner's energy, okay? What we're going to do is just see how things are looking here, okay? We're also going to see what the present situation is, okay? Their energy and what situation is right now. Okay, so you, Aries, are currently at a Temperance in reverse. Temperance in reverse. This is your emotions, how you are feeling currently. And with the Temperance in reverse, that's telling me that you are having some trouble having patience with the situation. Okay, there might be some conflict that you're dealing with. You've also got the Queen of Wands in reverse. So this is the situation that you're dealing with. And so I feel like there's maybe some just real hard feelings going on. Maybe it's about some dispute that was that you're dealing with. The situation is about someone not being honest about the situation. This is either you or the situation you're dealing with your partner is, it's constricted right now, okay? And that's how you're feeling. You're feeling like you're out of patience, and you're feeling like you just don't have an out right now. Like you're not really sure which direction this is going, and you're kind of feeling like, you know what, I'm not even sure if I want to go through with this, because it's just this waiting game. Interesting. Your partner, the Palace of Swords is about overall clarity in the world, in the mind, in general. And this is in reverse. And the Three of Cups in the upright. So, you know, that your partner's thinking about, I feel like with these two cards, they're in an upside down position right now, clarity wise. They haven't figured this out yet. And it is involving this dating situation with you. What do they want to do with this? They're just not sure how to come up with the words to make this happen, is what I'm seeing. And maybe this is something you're just kind of, you've heard before, and you know this is a situation, and you're just like, yeah, I know, but I'm over it. I don't want to wait anymore. I need you to figure out what you're doing, and let's move forward with this. And they're like, I'm still trying to figure this out. Let me get it clarified. Okay, I'm clarify this Queen of Wands, and clarify this Palace of Wands in reverse. Yeah. So you've got the Seven of Wands in the upright. So you're really, really trying to stay calm about this. You're very confident about where you're going in the world, but you are very, you're cautious here. Okay, it's telling you to resist being fiery in the situation. Okay, this retrograde is in Sagittarius, so I mean, this is a very fiery type of energy. It's a fast-moving energy, and you might be feeling like, you know, I'm ready to just do this and make a move here, and I'm really trying to. This could also be a very defensive card, so you could feel like there's some deceit here in the situation. For some of you, this is not for all of you, this is a general reading, so keep with this and leave the rest. But this could also, for some of you, be a deceitful situation where you held out, but then you found out there was like a third-party situation, and now they're kind of up shit creek and they're not sure how to handle it. And now they're a Page of Wands in reverse and the Three of Wands in reverse. So everything's a kind of a standstill right now because they made a mistake, and now things are unstable. Now there's a heartbroken situation. Now they're trying to figure out, oh shit, now what do I do? Okay, so that is for some of you. For others of you who this isn't like that kind of a deal, it's just there hasn't been communication, and they're feeling this heartbreak. They're feeling this, there's this scattered energy that needs to be addressed here. Maybe the two of you have been at a distance or you haven't been communicating. They're definitely feeling this. Maybe they're picking up on your energy here because it's very fiery. And what I'm seeing is perhaps they're just feeling it, and it's kind of like, whoa, what is going on in my head here? I can't get this out of my head. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. So those are very few, like 2 or 3 different groups, okay? So that might not apply for all of you. Alright, let's take a look at what needs to be addressed in the situation. What needs to be addressed? Okay. So Ten of Swords is what needs to be addressed. So somebody is very, very disappointed about this. There needs to be, there just needs to, there's a lesson here that needs to be learned about this mistake, okay? Whether it's something you need to take from it, but the person is kind of what I'm feeling they need to take from it, or both. Okay. And what is delaying the situation, or what needs to be released, is you guys are I'm feeling a really big energy of just holding back and restraining from having any kind of bitter words, okay? This needs to be addressed and it needs to be discussed, but harsh words are not going to help the situation. So this needs to be addressed. This exhaustion, this disappointment. This is a warning to take action. Okay, this is what needs to be addressed. Taking action. And we'll get a clarifier on the advice for this. And the delay, again, this is the strength. So using strength in the situation, whether that's just strength with yourself and letting that person figure themselves out, or just being patient, because I feel like you're kind of lost in patience. And I know that's really hard to do, but that's what this is asking for, is patience. So, the outcome, the Knight of Swords in reverse. So, the outcome is, right now, it's kind of like a now what situation. You know, I feel like unless some things come out on the table, then it's just gonna delay the inevitable. It needs to be addressed. And the 10 of Coins in reverse is the advice card. So, yeah, the advice is to stay focused on your own stuff. The 8 of Pentacles, you worked really hard, okay, and some of the skills that are not being used right now. So like I said in the beginning, when we're in a retrograde, if we're not connected properly and we're not using our energy wisely, it's going to turn into a jealousy, an obsession, a destructive type of behavior. And I see that right now you need to work on not letting that happen. Contain your frustration with the situation, understandable as it is. Try to contain it, excuse me, so that you can really address, you put your work into something, you've really worked hard. Maybe it's just a relationship, maybe it's a side project, but you need to, the advice is to just stay focused on that. That's the advice card for that, okay? Now, I do want to see, I want to clarify this Knight of Swords here for the outcome. The Knight of Wands. So, what I see is some of you might be dealing with a one-hitter quitter, you know, the SB. You might be dealing with a guy that's just not serious about the relationship. They're not communicating properly. They might have done some things that, you know, you're not into it. That's not how you play games. That's not how you play an important role in a relationship. You don't take it lightly. You take it very seriously. And something about what this person did not. It didn't come off with that energy. It was very a non-give-a-shit energy. And so, you know, find your strength in this, okay? If you're wanting to move forward in this, it's gonna have to come out and be addressed. That's the bottom line on this, okay? So, in the extended, we're gonna look at the overall, we're just gonna continue looking at the outcome here, and we're also going to look at messages from your partner and chakra blockages, okay? And if any timelines come out, like I don't see anything right now, then I will also address those at the extended. Alright guys, I hope that helps you for the 3rd week of, of April. Let me get you a message here. That would have just been terrible. Further advice here from your angels. Oh, a lot. Slow down. Pause and allow things to unfold. Yeah, I really like that message for you right now. As frustrating as it all is for someone else to just, you know, not meet the mark of what you would expect to have reciprocated that's really tough. For others of you, if someone's coming out of a relationship or a third-party situation and it's been a waiting game and you're just like, what? Are you serious? I'm still having to deal with waiting for this? Just slow down and know that everything that's worth having is worth waiting for. Okay, that's the message that I picked up for that. So just, April's a very interesting month so far because it's a go-getter, it's a getting things moving along. So actually this is good because this person is moving things along. This is happening. This is action that needs to happen so that things can progress. So it's actually a good thing. There's lots of fire, lots of action, and it's, if anything, perhaps it's right where it needs to be because it's coinciding with Sagittarius energy for the retrograde. And Jupiter is about bringing in blessings. So perhaps they just have some things and they're not aligned and they need to move it in to gear here so that things can move forward. So just be patient and wait, okay? I will see you for the last week of April, and check out your monthlies. They are available as well, alright? Alright, Aries, I will see you for next week. Bye.